What's good? What's good? Let y'all get in here, man. Let y'all get in here, man. Let y'all get in here before we begin to expose the industry. Before we begin to expose these elites. You get what I'm saying? Before we begin to expose this satanic system. You get what I'm saying? But what I want to start off this video saying, man, you know what I'm saying? Do not fall into these distractions. Do not fall into the entertainment. It's okay to be entertained sometimes, but do try not to be hypnotized. Try not to be so trained and programmed mentally where you can't go a few hours without strolling, where you can't go a few hours without um, you get what I'm saying? Posting where you can't go a few hours without just being online. You get what I'm saying? Vincent Vin, what's good, family? What's good, family? Make sure y'all hitting that like button when you come in here too, man. Support the channel, support the content. You feel me? I'm gonna start definitely giving out some wrenches too. Of course, definitely start giving out some wrenches. You feel me? We giving out polls. Make sure y'all shoot anybody that's coming in here speaking frivolous. On frivolous activity, man, just talking out the side of their neck, man, with no knowledge that probably did no studying. But what I wanted to say, man, is do not fall into the distractions, man. Right now, we are in the age of Aquarius, and they will be putting out a lot of distractions. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of entertainment. You feel me? They want to enter and they want to tame your mental. Remember that. They want to enter your electromagnetic aura field so that they can enter your subconscious and they want to tame your mental so that they can begin to program and put things into your subconscious so that they can dictate the way that you act. Remember that this is a spiritual war, this is an energetic war, this is a physical war as well. You feel what I'm saying? It's all around us. We can't go nowhere without getting slapped across our face. And that's facts. We can't breathe. You can't breathe because of the Margellans in the air. You can't watch TV. You can't be entertained without the artificial light photons affecting your electromagnetic body, your spiritual body. You get what I'm saying? You can't be entertained without your subconscious and your natural morals being attacked. And you get what I'm saying? Being swayed in different ways. So please try not to be distracted. Please take time out of your days. You feel what I'm saying? Each and every day to get into the books, try to study some science, try to study some, get into a little particle physics, quantum physics, get into anatomy, biology, get into some history so that you can begin to see, so you can begin to understand what's going on the planet, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to take some time to build yourself up so you can teach your kids and teach ones around you. We can't spend our whole time and our whole life trying to be entertained and chill and be comfortable. We have to step out of that comfortable zone to begin to, you feel me, diving into these books and, you know what I'm saying, diving into this knowledge because it's imperative that we build ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually if we want to begin to ascend to higher realms of thought and higher realms of dimension. So yeah, man. Today we're gonna be speaking on this. I wanted to continue to do the breakdown on a reptilian vril, right? I wanted to continue to do the breakdown on a vril possession, but I want to talk about this black nobility, man, because a lot of people don't speak too much on the black nobility, and um I seen B Dale speaking on the black nobility, the black draconians, because uh I remember when the brother Rashad Jamal came out, he had a lot of people under the impression that, oh man, only white people can be reptilians and they come from white people. And I'm not sure if he wasn't aware of uh the origins of the draconian reptilians or the nomos race or where they come from, but they're definitely not white people. You get what I'm saying? They're definitely not white people. They definitely come from Anunnaki. They definitely come from melanated race. They definitely yeah, they come from black people. They are. So I want to get into that because a lot of our people are misled and don't understand who's behind this. A lot of our people will blame the white people for everything, and yes, they do play their part as so-called the white man plays his part. Most definitely, you get what I'm saying. But they are just the front man to what's to who's really, you know what I'm saying, behind the curtains running this shit. You feel me? So I want to get into this B deal. But first, man, anybody, if y'all up on Remedy H, man, I want to play some Remedy H too, man, before I jump into this B deal, bro, because Remedy H be speaking, bro. You feel me? Hold on. Remedy H be speaking, but hold on, let me get it. White man is a puppet behind the black nobility. Most definitely, the white man is definitely a puppet behind the black nobility, bro. But a lot of our people don't understand that. That's why Bidell was like one of the first. He one of the first people I heard talking about this, bro. Final statement of the priesthood. It tells you about Lucifer and his followers began a considerable success with some species of animals, right? Who possess bodies. And listen, a lot of people don't know that the white man is just a puppet behind the black nobility because a lot of people don't know their history. A lot of people don't understand what was going on. A lot of people don't understand that the white man is just their race is only 6,000 years old. You feel me? Uh, the quote unquote black man's been here for hundreds of thousands of years. You get what I'm saying? We're not even talking about the black woman. You feel me? So a lot of people think that they taught us everything, that they are behind everything because they fail to realize that we had established control over this realm well before they a long way long before they even was invented. You feel me? He said they never tell you in history how the white people got the world because they are not the ones in control, and that's facts. They are not the ones in control. And listen, these black nobility, listen, these black draconian, and listen, that's what I was saying about a lot of these artists. So I believe a lot of these artists, right, are um the seeds and descendants of the black nobilities, these black draconian, the ones that came down here. You feel what I'm saying? These evil Anunnaki, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Because they are mixed with Halal, they mixed with the man. We're gonna get into this. We about to get into this because BDL break a lot of this down, man. BDL break a lot of this down, most definitely. So we about to see what bro says. So, you feel like me? Bodies of Adam and Eve, basically. So Lucifer, let's see how we gonna tap in. Permitted the laws of heaven and began to interbreed with certain with other species until they formed an animal that was very much onto like the bodies that were created for Adam and Eve, right? So now when you look at this, Lucifer begins to possess the bodies of these animals, where you get your physical devil, who you call Shaitan, right? And Shaitan means to be wicked and recessive, right? So this is all connected to the genetical splicing that took place. So now when you're talking about his name is Esau, we all are extraterrestrial. So I need you to understand. We all come from extraterrestrial. None of us are interterrestrials. The only ones that are interterrestrial are the quote unquote reptilians. They are the only ones that's interterrestrial. They are the only ones that were created and you know what I'm saying on this earth, on this planet. We come from different star systems of different planets, planet Risk, you know, Neteru, and you feel me, different star systems and galaxy. Us get as risky and people as Anunnaki, um, white people, you know, they have a lot of them. A lot of white people have Pleiadian ancestry, you know, descendants of Pleiadians and uh, what's the other race? Proconians, Venerians. If you guys heard a lot of Venerians, we're gonna get into a lot of these different races too. It's a brother named Young Elder, an older brother who speaks on a lot of these different races. But yeah, a lot of us have a lot of us are star seeds. A lot of us come from different galaxies. You feel me? Yeah. See, the Nagas. See, the Nagas. I think the Nagas have a lot to do with the Nomos and whatnot. That's that. See, when it comes to the reptilian bloodline, you have to realize that a lot of the reptilian bloodline is agreeable. That's why you had Anu, his wife, Inky's mom is part draconian. You get what I'm saying? She's part reptilian. And yeah, a lot of us definitely are not only Riskians and Anunnaki, a lot of us are Taru, the Knuckles. You get what I'm saying? You can tell by the genetics and the faces and the head shapes, and you give me all of
All
that.
Europeans are connected to the Canaanite bloodline. Now, the great majority of them are Nordics who are part of Ashtar Command, who are the Pleiadians.
Now you see, he just spoke on. Hold on, we about to. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this camera around. They janky. Exit solo layout. We move from stage. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out because I'm on StreamYard now. So I'm trying to figure out how we can turn this around, turn the camera around so y'all can see. You feel me? Until I can hook my camera up to the computer and we can stream like that. But we're gonna do it this. We're gonna do it like
Also,
this.
who are part of the genetic spike program that took place on the island of Patmos. So now, what you got to understand is that Esau, the Edomite, is also in symbiotic connection with the Canaanite bloodline because there's 11 different bloodlines of the Canaanite. So when you go to Genesis 25:25, it tells you the fallen angels, the wicked, evil ones, create the fixed position reality, the materialistic third dimension. They created it for the wild man, who is the Caucasian or the Gentile, or you consider the Europeans, right?
Yep.
And it tells you that
the Saxons
first came out red all over like the hairy garment. And you're talking about the wild man, because the wild man, when you go look at this right here, it says the wild man of the woods, who's basically inhabited Europe. And they were considered and to be depicted and covered in hair, right? And his name is Esau, the Edomite, which is part of the cursed bloodline of Canaanites. So this is where we get into the mythology of Yaqub. Depending on what side of history that you're following on, a lot of people say that Yaqub is actually Yahweh because it's talking about he is the father of the Canaanite race. Because it's basically talking about he was a big head scientist that basically genetically spliced a certain demographic of people on the island of Patmos or the island of P line, depending on what side of history that you're looking at. Because he is the one who started the eugenics humanoid gravitation experiment process, right? Where he took the black gene and he broke it all the way down to the pale gene, basically, right? Which was the inception point of the Canaanite nations, right? So this is why you got to look at this right here, because the Canaanite is not only subjected to the so-called Europeans, because you have black Canaanites, because they were the first Canaanite that were genetically spliced into existence, where you get your inception point of your so-called black nobility, right? We're going to break it down today. So when you go to Dr. York's publication, The Secret Societies Unmasked, it talks about the 11 sons of Canaan are the Sidonites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, or your so-called Jews, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Archites, the Sinites, the Archabites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites, right? And all these bloodlines is all connected.
See what I'm saying? That, and you see, he was just telling y'all what he said. I have a theory that white people are less than 1,000 years old. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. You got to let me know on that theory. I got to see about that. I'm not sure, bro. They say they were created 6,000 years ago. You get what I'm saying? But y'all see, at the time where he was speaking on, these Canaanites are not only the quote unquote European, the quote unquote white people, because a lot of these Canaanites, they come from Halal. They got that. That's why you see that Widow's Peak. Um, and Halal was basically like he was mixed with Draconian. You feel what I'm saying? Reptilian. He was into it with Anu and them boys. You feel what I'm saying? And he was one of the people that fell down here. Halal and I forgot the other guy's name. I think
So
B
they are
Dale
the
probably
ones
gonna
that's
speak
running
on it.
this
But
fake
it's a few of them that
demonstrated
fell down
government
here. You feel
that's
what I'm
being,
saying?
controlling humanity in the form of subjugation. So when you look at this right here, the Amorites are a branch of the Canaanites, and the Canaanites are the main branches of the Nephilim who came down, right?
See, he talking about
So
that the
that's all
fallen,
connected to this chart right here.
and when he talking about the Nephilim, the fallen, them don't look at them as like no angels and whatnot, bro. Them is not like angels and some type of spit. These are extraterrestrials. These are reptilian hybrids. These are black reptilian hybrids that fell down onto the earth. You get what I'm saying? That's what these were.
Because, like I
And
said,
they
if you
made it
go
with
to the
the
beginning of what
daughters
I
of
was talking
man.
about on the first slide, it says that Lucifer interbred with a certain species, and that
Yep,
species is your Canaanite. Because when the Nephilim came down, they made it with the Amorites, the Amorites, the Edomites, the Canaanites, because that is the
yep,
Nephilim that was cast down from Rifren, who was also known as Chronos. That is basically equated to Kratos, Crossy, chronology,
yep.
democracy,
Then you
the
got the
shadow governments
Ashkenazi
that
Jews.
control the.
See, you see how they come down? See, they got the Nephilim, then the Raphaim, the Arba, the Emma, the Horites, the Avim, the Edomites. You feel me? They got the Khazarians, the Ashkenazi Jews, Rothschilds, Rome, Vatican, Black Pope, Guardians of the Vatican Treasury. You feel me? Jacob Scheich, Paul Warburg, the Federal Reserve. You see how these Nephilim have came down. These draconian hybrid fell down here onto the planet and began to take over everything on all levels of society, bro. That's how they get
The
down on
very
all levels of
the
society.
Ashkenazi.
That's why y'all see in this picture, bro. I was telling y'all this last night. Fuck. I was telling y'all this last night on that Drake and J. Cole. You feel me? On that Drake and J. Cole video. You feel me? Hold on. Turn this off because they're gonna hit me with the copyrights. Pay attention. Y'all remember. Okay, boom. Now y'all remember he had the 44 on the back of his shit. Y'all remember he had the 44 on the back of his jersey. Drake did. You feel me? Y'all see he got the 44 on the back of his jersey. You feel me? And y'all remember I put in fallen ones. Oops, hold on. Fallen ones in the gematria calculator. And you'll see that fallen ones got that 44 in reduction. You feel what I'm saying? And you see, and that Judah, because remember, Drake is under that Jewish, and I think you see that Judah as well. You feel me? That Judah with that 44 in the ordinal. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you'll see him with that 44 on his. on the back of his fucking on the back of his little jersey shit. You feel me? You will see him with that. It's all symbolized, bro. You just gotta pay attention. And then Pete, right? Because you see he got the 44 on the back of there. And then Pete, hold on, go back. Remember the nigga, boom. He coming down out of the sky, boom. You know what I'm saying? You see the owl. Come on, y'all pay attention, bro. And then remember the nigga came crawling up out of here. You feel me? The nigga came crawling up out of here, bro, and shape shifted. You feel me? The nigga actually shape shifted. You feel me? Into Drake, bro. Like, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I believe a lot of these artists, you feel me, are hybrids, bro. Hybrids of um these fallen ones, bro.
Children of
These
Rothschild,
draconians. You feel me?
and all the royal families. We're talking
Facts.
about the popes of Rome, the black nobility, and things of that nature. So when the Nephilim came down, they made it with the daughters of men because when Lucifer was casted out, that is one third of the galaxy that went against the order of Anu. So when they went against the order of Anu, they was casted down,
See,
right?
see what I was saying about them going against the order of Anu.
And
You
when they was
feel me?
casted
And
down,
came
that's
down
when
here.
they genetically spliced a certain demographic of people on the planet, and then it bred the devil energy inside of these Canaanites, right? Which is why everything in the system is actually inverted. Everything in the system goes against nature and it goes against righteousness, right? So this is what you're looking at is a esoteric uh, hierarchy chart, and it's telling you basically the story of how the Nephilim, when they came down, they interbreeded. You know what I'm saying? They went
Yeah.
to many different interdimensional portals to get to this planet. And when they was casted down, they was casted down to the demiurge. The demiurge is basically the third dimension, right? Which is the lower form of reality. So when they came down, they basically made it with the daughters of men, who are the Canaanites. And the Canaanites is
Okay.
what created this
And then y'all peep, it got that Jesuit order in there. You feel me? These is all they all connected.
false demonstrative government that we live in.
That's why if y'all see that 56, y'all see how that
And then
56
right now,
correlates
they created the
with
Jesuit order. They
the
created,
Society of
you know what I'm
Jesus,
saying, these pharaohs. They created these
the
emperors in the
Draconian,
Council
all
of
that.
13 and the Vatican and things of that nature. Because the Canaanite is actually connected to Baal worship and cannibalism, which is also connected to the Hyksos. The Hyksos dynasty, when they infiltrated Kemet, because Egypt, a lot of people don't know that Egypt is actually a Greek word, right? So the Hyksos, when they came in,
Yep.
that's when you had the pharaohs,
Egypt mean burnt
when they
face.
taught them polytheistic religions, right? So this is basically your inception points of the Romans, the Khazars, the Vatican, the Judaism, the Knights of Templars, which is also connected to all the Jesuits and the
Yep.
Sumerian Illuminati.
That's why I be saying about the Knights of Templar, all that shit is connected. That's why you got niggas like this nigga Ross. Ross got a song called Knights Templar, and he got a song called Masons. You feel what? The Freemasons. Come on, bro. See it pop right up. Knights Templar. Rick Ross. You feel me? Knights Templar.
I can see it right
And hold on, go back. What did he say? He was talking about this for my.
I can see it right. You can see the sweat of men. For the soldiers, you can see the sweat of men.
You feel me? That starring crescent. That's that seeing the light in the darkness. That's that enlightenment. That's that, you feel what I'm saying? He is a Knights of Templar. He is an agent. He is, you get what I'm saying? He one of them, not one of those. You feel me? I've been made the connection with Ross. And on the video last night when we was watching on the live on Conscious 777 page, where he was explaining Ross playing different characters. You feel what I'm saying? Ross is one of if
Sonic.
and think about it. If Ross Knights Templar, you feel he already claimed to be Mason. You know what I'm saying? If he Knights Templar, a lot of these dudes are Knights Templar. Knights Templar, I did a whole story on them. You know, they follow the whole doctrine behind Eliphas Levi. And Eliphas Levi is the dude that popularized the Baphomet. He was the one that painted that first depiction of the
Gucci,
Baphomet.
things of
You
that
feel what
nature.
I'm saying? Not
So
the
this is
creator or
basically
nothing,
the
but he.
inception point of
But yeah, all
how
this shit go together, bro.
everything started to take place. When you're talking about, I don't know what happened there, kind of paused on me, but that is basically your inception points when it's talking about how Lucifer, who is Yahweh, who is Enlil, was casted down and interbred with the daughters of men, who was the Canaanite, right? Because after he genetically spliced them, Yaqub, because like I said, it depends on what side of history you're on,
Yep.
Yaqub is the one who genetically spliced genetically spliced the Canaanites into existence through eugenics and humanoid gravitation experiments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he basically gave them the edification on how to subjugate the seeds of Enki, right? Because that's why Yaqub said, I will create a people that will rule over you for 6,000 years, right? Rule over the seeds of Enki. So
Yep.
that's why we under subjugation on a political level, on a physical level, and at a spiritual level, right? Because these beings that Yaqub created, these beings are the ones who are running the corporate system of the government, the seeds of Canaan, right? So that's why, like I said, when the Nephilim came down, they put the devilishment energy inside these beings. They got the energy of Lucifer, right?
That's
So,
crazy.
like I said, they are comprised of the Sidonites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, and the Girgashites, right? And they were the ones who were cursed with leprosy because leprosy is a vampiric disease. We're gonna get into that,
A vampiric disease.
right? So, like I said, this is you got to get this book
And
right
think
here.
and listen, the vampire and the whole reptil the vampire is nothing but a hybrid reptilian. It's a humanoid reptilian, man. That's all a vampire is. It's a humanoid hybrid reptilian. You get what I'm saying? Why you think a lot of these dudes that be in the industry, a lot of these dudes be claiming that slat and they slime and the snake and all of that stuff. That is personification of serpent worship. You know, the reptilian, the you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These
it's talking
nomos
about
that
the
fell
Kazarian
down here, these
night,
draconians.
and it's basically like the modern day Ukraine used to be called the Khazarian. And the Khazarian mafia is where Ukraine is at today, where the great majority of these Canaanites are at, right? Now I need you to understand something. There's a diametrical difference between the seeds of Enki and the seeds of Enlil. The seeds of Enki are actually the so-called Negroes, right? Your blacks, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, but your seeds of Enlil is basically
I think
comprised
LeBron,
of
no, LeBron
indigenous,
James is
who are
Black
basically
Boule.
your Hyksos and your
You feel what I'm
Ethiopians,
saying? He Black Boule.
the
They
Levites, and
study
the
after like
Canaanites, and other
Skull and
demographics of the
Bones.
Canaanites, the 11
Yup,
bloodlines
he
of it,
Black Boule.
which is comprised of your 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati. Those are the seeds of Enlil. Those are the diametrical differences between the bloodlines and between the two, right? So I need you to understand that. So now, when Yaqub, he genetically spliced these beings into existence, uh, the great majority of them were cursed with leprosy, right? And
Hmm.
leprosy is basically a vampiric disease, right? It's a vampiric disease, which is a form of a weakness. It's a genetical weakness, and lepers suffer from Nosferatu curse. And Nosferatu is basically an emulation of Dracula or a vampire, right?
Wow.
We're gonna get into that because when you go to the order of Sin Martin, Nosferatu is a clan of vampires. So leprosy is a form of a vampiric disease because you got
Yeah,
to
they got
understand
different
that when they
factions
were
of the
genetically
same
spliced into
system.
existence in the island of Pilan,
Different
it came
factions of
out
the
to talk
same system.
about
That's why they
that
have
when they
Church of
decided to talk about
Scientology.
the
They
soul
have
transmission of the cell
Rosicrucians.
was basically breaking down
Uh,
genetically.
you're right. That's why they have Church of Scientology. They have Rosicrucians. They have the Black Boule. They have Eastern Stars. They have uh what's that lodge? The Black Lodge. Uh, we was just talking about this because I stay right around the corner from the Black Lodge. Uh, Prince Hall. Prince Hall Masonry. They got Scottish Rite. They have York Rite. They have you get what I'm saying? They have Skull and Bones. They have medieval adepts. They have you know what I'm saying? Knights Templar. They got all of these different factions that you can go through because a lot of these different factions and a lot of these different societies are dealing with different extraterrestrial uh off-world beings, and they dealing with different science and magic. You get what I'm saying? And they have different agendas as well. You know, you have so many different races here. Like I told y'all before, you have races like the Proclonians, you have um the Venerians, you have, you know what I'm saying, Draconians, you have Meldekians, you know, you have Vril, you have Pleiadians, you know, it's a lot of different races that's down here on this planet right now, and not all of them have the same agenda, you know. So I'm not sure if when these celebrities get into the industry, they can kind of pick what society they want to go to or
They
whatever. I'm
switched
not
it
sure
up
how that even
again
works.
to where they
This
started to
dude is
develop
ugly.
leprosy
This
sores.
dude got
That's why they had
leprosy
to
on the
hide the
screen.
behavior. That's
He
where you get
fucked
the
up.
term "a man is a dog's best friend" because the dog used to lick the Canaanite his leprosy sores. The canine, Canaanite. That's what I'm saying. Leprosy have a
Ah,
connection to that, right? So, with that being said, that's telling you that Nas Mark Two is a vampire. It's a clan of vampires. So these the vampiric disease that was created by the Canaanite, that was created by the Nephilim, because when the Nephilim interbred, because the Nephilim, what you got to understand is that the Nephilim are actually Draconians, right? They're
yep.
basically humanoid Draconians that came down and was cast into this planet and made it with the Canaanite. So the Canaanite has the vampiric disease, which is called lepers, right? Matter of fact, I got a video I can show you. So this is when you're talking about leprosy, right? When you're talking about the vampiric disease,
Mm-hmm.
this is an emulation of the key. Because what you got to understand is that the great majority of the Canaanite bloodline is not only subjected to the European. A lot of them are the so-called Arabs. A lot of them are, your $5 Indians, your Mongoloids, and things of that nature. That is not only subjected to the European race.
Nope.
Your thoughts and your views on what you're witnessing right now. I read some of the comments, and they stated things such as, "This is Nephilim. This is a Nephilim. Come back, walking the face of this planet."
So, like I said, that is what the original Canaanites, how they used to look when they was inside the cave, because they got cursed with leprosy, right? There was a vampiric disease. So, like I said, when you go to the Order of Martin Sin, Sir Martin, it's telling you about the Nars Martin clan of vampires, right? Which is a form of lepers. Because, like I said, leprosy is a Nosferatu curse, the Canaanite curse,
Mm.
right? So that is Nosferatu as a vampire. There's a lot of old silent movies that used to come out with, back in the early 1900s. But the original vampires actually looked like this right here, who was
Yep.
Dracula, right?
Yep.
They actually look like this. And these are basically inception points of the Blackamoors, who took you out of your sovereign capacity on a mental and spiritual level, right? So that's why when you understand that the Pope is the vicar of all religions, the Pope is supposed to be the vicar of all the religions, from Catholicism, Judaism, Islam.
And why is
How
the
is the
Pope
Pope
bowing?
now? And I need you to
Why is
understand
this nigga
something, bro.
bowing?
When you understand
Because
the color spectrum of purple,
these people right here, these are draconians, bro. These are black draconian elites. You feel me? These people that the Pope is bowing down to, these are draconians, bro. Them is draconians that he bowing
Purple
down
is a
to, bro.
Babylonian. It's a Babylonian color that was facilitated by the Venetians. Venetians. And the Venetian in the word Greek in Venetian means purple. So those are basically Babylonian principles that they're following because the kings of Babylon are actually being facilitated by black nobility, draconian overlords, right? Which is why the Pope is bowing down, right? So it's not a coincidence that when you're looking at this right here, you see the Indo-European, basically politicking with the black nobility,
Yup.
draconians,
See the white
right?
people over there.
So it's not a coincidence that you
Yup. And
see
you remember I
the
was telling
statues of
y'all about
David over in
that
Switzerland, which is the black
that
nobility
bird last
seal
night.
that you're looking at right now. Because a lot of these black nobility archives were draconians that came down and made it with the darn cement. Because I told you, when you're talking about
Draconians, bro.
the genetic splicing aspect of everything, what you gotta understand is that you gotta break down the black gene to get the recessive gene. So the first devil was the black Canaanite, right? Because the first beings that came down, they were actually the so-called blacks, because they were casted down, your Saturnians. Because remember when Norman Bergam, he said verbatim that he's seen on planet Saturn, he's seen 7 to 9 foot blacks hopping off a spaceship, right? And some of those, like I said, and what you got to understand is that Saturn is a fallen planet because Saturn is Satan, right? So that is basically your veneration of the three-dimensional paradigm that we live in when you're talking
Hmm.
about the Saturn moon matrix and things of that
That's why
nature.
you got Nike. That's why you
See,
got
like I said, the Saturnians were actually your fallen angels, and your
them
fallen angels
cowboy
create the black
hats.
nobility who basically controls your Canaanite on a lower level. So, like I
That's
said,
all the
there's not a coincidence
personification.
that you see Yakub politicking with a black nobility more, with a black more,
Yep.
right? Because Yakub, he is the one who gave the edification to the Moor to give the Canaanite to rule over us for 6,000 years, but the 6,000 years is up in 2024. I told you that you get a
Yep.
1813 Freemasonic Apocryphal Bible. It tells you that the year of 2023 is actually 5,999. The year of 2024 is the year 6,000. The 6,000 is up. 6,000 years is up in 2024, right? And this is, Yakub giving the black nobility more the edification of
Yep.
trickology.
And Pete, what it say right here? It says Yakub made such impressions on the people that many began to follow him. The children who once mocked and teased Yakub were now requesting to be part of what he was teaching. The girls who once laughed at Yakub were now women who desired him. As Yakub's teaching spread, he made more and more converts to his new doctrine. The power of Yakub's doctrine began to intimidate the king of the surface, the king of the surface dwelling humans, who ordered to have Yakub and all of his followers thrown in prison. The police arrested all of Yakub's followers and put them in prison and filled up all of the prison cells with Yakub's followers. However, there was not enough space to put all of Yakub's followers in jail. Therefore, there were still some people free who were spreading Yakub's teachings. The police notified the king that they did not have enough space for all of Yakub's followers. At that point, the king decided to go to Yakub's prison cell and negotiate a deal. You feel me? The king went to visit Yakub in prison cell, and the king said, "So you are Mr. Yakub?" Yakub said, "Yes, I am." The king said, "Yakub, I have come to see if we could work out some agreement that will bring about an end to this trouble. What would you suggest?" Yakub said to the king, "If you give me and my followers everything to start a civilization and furnish us with money and other necessities of life for 20 years, I will take my followers and we will leave." The king was pleased with the deal and offered by Yakub and agreed to take care of them for 20 years until Yakub's followers were able to go for themselves. And these were the kings were these black draconian Moors, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? The kings were these black draconian Moor dudes. And Yakub is the Naku mixed with a Taru. You feel what I'm saying? He already come from disagreeable parents. His parents were casted out for breaking laws. You know what I'm saying? They were casted to the surface. That's why he on the surface now. That's why he got on the surface. And he came to them with this magic. You feel what I'm saying? So that they could, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, colonize and give to the European, to the Canaanites. You feel what I'm saying? And that's crazy because, and listen, the Pleiadians as well play a big part in this. These Pleiadians, Ashtar Command, these people played a big part in this as well, bro. You feel me? These Pleiadians play a big part in this as well. You feel me? They play a huge part in bringing Yakub the Pacific science down here so that he can create the European race. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit, it gets deep. It gets deep when y'all think about it, bro. Cause it's like no way out. It's like damn there no way out. So like we already was having a white time where people was thinking it was just the white man that was controlling everything and whatnot. Now you got to worry about your own people as well. Like shit, that shit. Like I can't leave it, man. That shit crazy. Who is locking up these elites and making them step down? I feel like right now these elites right now we are in the age of Aquarius. You feel me? And they only had what about 500 years or so to you know what I'm saying to subjugate on this planet to to impose their will on this planet. You feel me? That was the deal. And it's over next year. 2024 is the end of the parasitic Canaanite reign. And you know, we got a lot of the brothers and sisters, as such as like the Neteru and Anunnaki, Meldekians, and you know, all of these different species that's coming back down onto the planet. And you got different energies that's pouring back into the planet. The planet is rising back up in frequency. So a lot of these elites, a lot of these systems are Pisceanic systems. You get what I'm saying? That we are entering the age of Aquarius. So a lot of these systems will have to be shut down. You know, a lot of these elites is gonna start going underground, hiding. You know, or they're gonna be coming out as different characters. You know, trying to impose or push another agenda. You know, because they're not going out without a fight. Most definitely, uh, like on Titanic, man, the ship going down and the music still gonna be playing. You know, they're not gonna come and tell you, give you a warning when everything is gonna shut down and when just that's why I always say just be prepared. And I believe, right, and you say like who is locking up these elites and making them step down. I believe that it could be the cosmic ancestors, you know, or these, or however you want to look at it, these different species and these entities that's over this realm coming down and shit setting everything in place and causing these individuals to step down out of power because the contract is up. You get what I'm saying? The contract is up. It's over with. That's why on that Kodak, on that song with Kodak, he said and they only got 2 more years of slavery to do harm to us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the contract was over with. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these people uh gonna go underground, man. A lot of these people gonna go underground. A lot of these people gonna go into hiding. You feel what I'm saying? And as the sun heat up, so their contract on Earth is expired. Yeah, it's over with. It's over with. The contract on Earth is expiring next year. 2023 is the last year. Why you think 2023 is this is the year of skull and bones. This is the year of death. You get what I'm saying? 33223. Uh Hold on. It's the year of death. It's the year of death, man. That's why you see that 223 right there in the ordinal. Yeah, we in the year 223. You get what I'm saying? This is the year skull and bones. This is the year the brotherhood of death. This is the year. That's why you see a lot of these artists uh getting exposed. That's why you see a lot of these artists dying. That's why you see a lot of these elites stepping down. It's over with. I don't remember, but I read somewhere. At least I don't remember, but I read somewhere every energy cycle there has to be a new leader on Earth. Hmm. And then right now, I think the leader of Earth right now is Anu. Right now, Anu, which is Washael the first, he is the leader of Earth. He is the head over this galaxy right now. So yeah, you might be right about that, most definitely. And that's crazy that you said that too, because a lot of these uh a lot of these presidents, a lot of these presidents were a part of the same bloodline. And then when you say a new leader on Earth, remember we are in a patriarch. We are in a patriarch right now. You feel me? We ain't even under righteous laws and a righteous system anyway. We are under a patriarch. We are under draconian law. You feel me? They not going by the righteous state's custodian. They going by, draconian laws. Why you think Jay Z said he don't like state custodians, the laws are draconian. Yeah, they under a different we under a different law right now. Why do you think we gotta pay bills, and why do you think everything we do is stressful, man? Everything we do is stressful. We gotta work, pay bills, uh, just everything they keeping us with fear and anxiety. You get what I'm saying? From the stores to driving to everything causes, you just that feeling. This they feeding off of our energy everywhere we go, and that's because we under this draconian law. It's based around fear, anger, rage, hatred, murder. Um, you know what I'm saying? Colonization, slavery, just bullshit, man. Pure bullshit,
And
bro.
what is the technology based on? It is based on Admiralty law, right? And it's based on Admiralty law, which is basically under the five evil principles of religion, politics, economics, socialism, genetically modified foods, and the pharmaceutical industry, which is being controlled by world leaders, United States presidents, and things of that nature. So this system in itself was created by the black nobility, and it gave the edification to the Canaanite. I told you when you go to El's Holy Injil, Revelation 17:17, the evil reptilian gave power to the beast. Who was the beast? It's the Canaanite. Who was the evil reptilian? Your black nobility, Draconian archons. So, like I
Facts.
said, it's not a coincidence
Facts.
that you see the Canaanite, the Pope, kissing the feet of
Hmm.
the black nobility.
Yep.
Shape-shifting black nobility archons who are basically controlling everything behind the scenes. So the European is basically a front man, right? So like I said, you see the Yakub giving the edification to the black nobility more, the sellout. So like I said, this is where you see it right here. You know what I'm saying? There's a ritual that they do in Freemasonry called Ride the Goat. And Ride the
Yep.
Goat is how you rise to higher states of knowledge when you're talking about ruling over a certain demographic of people. So right behind them, you got the black nobility Moors, right? So now I need you to understand something.
Yep. And check this out too.
Lilith is also some of the is
And
actually,
check out this picture
she
he
is
just
also
had.
part of the Brown and Goat. Is how
You
you
feel me? See the black
rise to
dudes
the higher
behind him?
states of knowledge when you're talking about ruling over a certain demographic of people. So right behind them, you got the black nobility Moors, right? So now I need you to understand something. Lilith is also some of the is actually,
Yep.
she is also part of the process of the demonic energy on the planet when you're talking about the vampiric curse of leprosy, because she was a draconian. Uh, she was black. She was like a black nobility Canaanite draconian. So it's not a coincidence that when you look at the movie, it's freezing up on. When you look at the movie, what's that movie? What's this movie called? Vampire in Brooklyn. Vampire in Brooklyn. See, these are basically direct emulations of the illustrations that was in Dr.
Yep.
Malachi York's books. Not a coincidence,
Truth in plain
right?
sight.
Because, like I said, the vampiric disease in itself was created by the black nobility who gave the power to the beast. So this is why you got to understand that the great majority of Europeans, they cannot be in the sun just like a vampire, right? So they need you to understand something. There's a reason why this is able to take place when you're talking about the Canaanite bloodline. It says right here verbatim that the Maryland surgeon successfully transplant pig heart into a 50-year-old man's body, right? Because the pig is basically the fourth seed of the Canaanite, which is the Girgashite.
Yeah.
Because the
That's why they got
Girgashite,
Europeans
what
and
you
they got the
understand is
same
that the
type of skin.
Canaanite is basically the cursed seed. The cursed seed meaning that you're not supposed to be procreating on this planet because you're basically comprised of the demonic energy from the Nephilim, right? So what does it say through Levitical law when you understand the dynamics of pigs? When you go through biblical
That's why we used to
context, it
call
says
the ass
in
pig.
Leviticus 11:7 is that the pig is unclean. When you go to Deuteronomy 14:8, it said it's basically a carcass, which is equated to carcass, meaning that you're genetically dead. So when you eat a pig, when you eat pork, you're basically eating a Canaanite, you're eating a human, right? So the pig is an unclean, cursed animal, right? So it's
Pay
not a
attention.
coincidence that you're able to take a pig heart and put it inside, you know what I'm saying, anybody who's connected to the Canaanite bloodline,
Bloodline.
right?
Yep.
Because they are a cursed seed, and the pig is a cursed animal, right? So you got the planet being ran by people who are cursed because they're basically a part of the genetic grafting process. Their genetics is equated to a pig because a pig has 98% of Canaanite DNA.
98% of Canaanite DNA is crazy, bro. That shit. That's what I be saying, and they cursed, bro. Straight cursed, man. That's why on that song, Dirt, and he got them Sampaku eyes too, bro. If y'all hit, Dirt got Sampaku eyes, bro. On that song, he say, cursed, I mean hurt that they keep taking all my people. Like what? Cursed. Like these dudes, they be hit, man. And I wanted to do a reaction to that young boy interview as well when he talking about how demonic the industry is. But yeah, man, I've been telling y'all about these black draconians that's behind this industry, that's behind these elites, these so-called white elites that y'all think running the world when it's really people who look just like you. You know what I'm saying? They look like us, but they ain't us. You know, man. But we ain't even finished breaking it down, bro. We only really like 24 minutes in, bro. But I'm reaching my hour cap off, bro, and they be taking forever. You feel what I'm saying? To push my videos through the process of my videos. So I want to keep them at least an hour. Sometimes we'll go a little further if y'all ain't here jumping. But make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe, man. And we gonna be doing more reactions, man, and breaking down more of this knowledge, man. Y'all hit me up, y'all follow me on YouTube. I mean, y'all hit the subscribe on YouTube. Y'all follow me on TikTok and follow me on Instagram, man. Make sure y'all hitting the DM and let me know. You feel me? What y'all want to talk about? If y'all got different channels, y'all want to different conscious speakers, y'all want me to tap into on the live, and we can get into it, man. The show, but it's UTL TV, man. Love and abundance to you all. I'm out.